Welcome to the podcast. This is Mr. Sadler.
And Mr. Johnson.
So we're going to talk about constant speed and acceleration. Constant speed and acceleration. And in the Investigate today, what we did is we looked at some ticker tapes. They're very similar to the strobe diagrams that we did in the last chapter. So analyzing ticker tapes. So as we look at a ticker tape of a slow constant speed, we see the dots. Okay, and as a slow constant speed, we see the dots are very close together. But what do we know is this about the spacing?
It's similar.
Yeah, the distance between the spacing is very similar because the time between the spacing is similar.
And then the fact that if it's constant, it's not getting any faster, so it's going at the same speed.
Correct. And so this would be a slow constant speed. Mm-hmm. So what would a quicker constant speed be? So if I pulled the ticker tape through there at a quicker constant speed, okay, so if the dots are closer together, that means the constant speed is slower. Okay, so this would be a slower constant speed. So what would it look like if it was a faster constant speed than the first one? Yeah. So the dots would be way farther apart. Okay, because for every time interval, we're actually moving a greater distance. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we have three constant speeds here, and the slow constant speed will be where the dots are close together. And the quick constant speed would be where the dots are farther apart. Okay, so now let's do acceleration. Okay, so these are constant speed. Let's do acceleration. So are we going to do where we start out slow and speed up like a sprinter or something like that?
Sure.
Okay, so a sprinter is speeding up. So in the beginning, the dots are close together. Okay. And then as we go farther and farther, the dots get farther and farther and farther apart. Okay? So the time here, the time interval here, is always the same between the dots, but the distance becomes more and more and more as we're speeding up. Okay, so let's do the opposite, where we're slowing down. Okay, so I'm driving a car and I'm going very fast and I get to a red light, okay, and I'm going to slow down, and now perhaps even the dots are touching one another as we stop. Okay, so that's constant speed, and then here we have acceleration and deceleration. Okay, so we're analyzing ticker tapes today, and we're looking at constant speed and acceleration. Okay, one way to measure motion. So this is just another way to examine motion, a different way compared to DT, VT, and AT graphs. Okay. So go ahead and analyze the tapes, and we'll do some of this in class. And this is constant speed and acceleration. So signing off, this is Mr. Sadler.
Mr. Johnson.